Let's go back to our so today we'll be talking about chart patterns and as we all know to we are talking about technical analysis and before we get to talk about fundamental analysis as traders, it's always okay for us to know how to analyze because uh, technical analysis and fundamental analysis they work hand in hand. So everything that we see regarding news that has to do with news would always see everything then impacting uh, the currencies that we are trading, which is cryptocurrency in our own case, would see everything on our chart. So when we talk about chart patterns, so these are like the uh, the patterns we see in our chart to identify what the market is saying, in what direction the market is going, and what's the trend in the market. So chart patterns are used because they are believed to be like a self-fulfilling prophecies. To predict the future movement of an asset. So so as for us to determine our entry price in the market. So these are like patterns we'll see on our chart, and there's a whole lot of patterns that you will see different traders talking about. Like you will see people they will say they have head and shoulders. There's a whole lot of chart patterns that you will hear in the market, but most of these patterns they don't work. And talking about saying it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, it's kind of when we know that okay, this is a pattern in the market and it makes sense. It only makes sense when you as a trader you believe that this pattern, whenever you see it on your chart, you know that market will be bullish, and other traders as well. They see that same pattern in the market and they know that whenever this pattern shows up, the market will go in that direction. So can we hear me? Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So we have so the pattern that we'll be talking about mainly this evening. They are the ones that I myself I believe as a trader, as a technical analyst, that are the patterns that work. So other traders also have patterns that they believe that they work for them based on how they trade the patterns they are trading. So the first pattern we'll talk about today will be our double top and double bottom, which can be multiple. It could be called also multiple top or multiple bottom. So from here, when we talk about financial assets, when it comes to technical analysis, um, we don't really have a fixed chart to say, okay, this is the only chart that where these patterns work on. So they work across financial assets. So like these charts that we see from this presentation here, it's a stock chart, but it works across currencies. It works on cryptocurrency, forex, even bonds and all other assets as well. So here we can see that this currency here, from this our trend line that is drawn beneath this chart, we can see that this asset touches here, and then here again, forward here, there's a touch here. So, which is in the identifying that there's a two touch here. So, and the market is supporting this price around here. So, when it comes to double bottom and double top, so where is the best place to enter this trade? When we see this type of pattern here, the price is resisting below here. The best place to enter will be around here. So when we as traders, as technical analysts, we see these patterns in the chart, we tend to enter this trade because we believe that from here, the market will be bullish. Any pullback we see from this area after we see this pattern, we can enter here and then be expecting the market to move in our direction. So you would ask, how does this even have to do with Royal Q? So as someone who has your robot, and you know that to be a good trader who knows how to analyze, you as a trader, you want to check your chart plus the news you will see in the market, which is the fundamental analysis. This is the way, and then you've decided on which asset you are trading that day. So now you come to your chart and you say, okay, I see this pattern, which is the double bottom. So how do we identify the double bottom? You draw your trend line beneath here. You see your first touch here. Then the market created an uptrend, then pull back here, back to this same zone, and then market is supporting. Why is it supporting? Because there are traders that are supporting this price around this area here. So the next place we should be expecting this price is still the same here. If not, if we should break beneath it, so we should be expecting a downward movement. But mostly what you will see in the market is an uptrend when you have double bottom, when market is supporting a certain price. So this is for double bottom. And then it's also valid for double top as well. So where we would see our resistance level at the top. So if market is giving a double top, you would see price tending to drop below, because why? Traders will tend to short from there. And in our case, we are trading spot using our Royal Q robot. So now you know that, okay, if this is a double bottom, so if I'll be buying from this price now you want to go and set your margin call. And then with all the things that we've been learning, with all our margin configuration class that we've been learning from our leader George, and all of other of our leaders as well. You know now, okay, the market is bullish. Now, what's my percentage that I'm targeting? What's my risk to reward ratio that I'm targeting in the market? So now you know, okay, you have all these data in your hand plus the fundamental data that you have. So now where are you going to enter? Where should you be exiting at? So this is for double bottom, double top. So you the same thing here. You have double bottom here, and then the same touch if it's resisting above, that's double top. So if there's any question regarding the double bottom, you could type it in the chat box, and then we we talk about it. I can also give a typical example from our chat. So from here, let's look for an asset that we can see a typical example where market has been creating like a double top or a double bottom here. So I think Dodge. So here we can see typically here that the market creating a double bottom here. Let me increase this. Okay. So from here we can see the market is creating a double bottom here. So where should we be expecting this price? Right here? High probability. If you want to take this trade right now, you could say, okay, since this market has formed a double bottom here, multiple bottom, you can call it multiple bottom or double bottom. Here's a double bottom because it touched on this line, on this trend line twice. So now, where should you be expecting this market? You should be expecting something like this. So the market did this, came around here, and then you see the market dropped here, and then created this high. So the next place you should be expecting it is here. So it does like this, and it comes here, and it breaks above this high here. It breaks above this high. This you can see the market is creating a lower low here. So we haven't actually talked about what's on higher high and higher low. So um, let's take our test tool. So we see here market creating high here. So let me just uh, come here and do something like this. Uh, so typically, what we would see is this. Mm, higher high, higher low, and then we have lower high and lower low. So okay, so market could create higher high, higher low, and lower high and lower low. So when we see, so let me show us an example of what I'm saying. So my drawing is not really that perfect, but I believe we could just manage the drawing. Okay, comment. I just yeah, no problem. Oh, okay, so here, from this to black, and then what we would see is this, and then we have something like this. Now we have this. Okay, so now we have we draw our trend line. Like this is what we call an uptrend, and we can see the market is creating uh, here. It's moving in an uptrend. It's creating higher highs. Here it's a lower low, and this is a lower high. And this is a higher high. So typically what we would want to say is this. This is our low here. So pick our text to here. Would say this is our low. and this is our higher high. Higher high, and this is higher low. Higher low, and then we have places like this here. Okay, and then we have another higher high here, and then we have this high over here. So what does this mean? We can see that there is a low here. So this low here is in the identifying if the price is here from our, this is our chart now. We just draw an imaginary chart here. So this is a typical example of an option here. This is a typical example of an option. And the inverse is the case, right? So if we were to have like a downtrend, it will be creating lower highs and higher lows. So here it's the same thing we are seeing on our chart here. So talking about double bottom, so now we see that this market has created this higher high. Now it's moving backward. It's moving downward now. But this market from this time frame here, 30 minutes time frame, is creating an uptrend. If it doesn't break this trend line here that we draw here, there is high probability that this market is going to be going to the upward direction. So see now, I expanded my chart now, and you can see it's a big move from this area here that we just marked out that this market has touched to this zone here. Now imagine that you want to take this trade and you were targeting this high here. Okay, no, now market has created this high, right? And since we know that market moves in wave, we are expecting the price to come break this high that market has created here. So just ordinary price action that we are doing here, from here, we can be even targeting a whole lot of percentage from here. So now let's see from this low here to this high, what has market produced if we were to be targeting this area here? This is a whopping 33% on Dodge. So now imagine that we were targeting that, okay, this market is going to come and break this place. Now we can see that there is high probability that if we were to be targeting from here up to this area, knowing fully well that the market is going to come here and break. So the other time we spoke about channel, right? This is a nice channel we can be trading from. A range we can be trading, and we instruct our Royal Q bots to be buying from. So in 30 minutes, if you can eat a whole lot of money from here. So now let's draw our channel from here. It's okay. This is the channel, right? We just draw a nice channel here, right? And then we say, okay, this range is where we want to be trading from now. So we should be targeting here, and we should be targeting a nice percentage. Now, you want to target this range, and you say, okay, since there is this, even you can even decide to go a bit more in a lower time frame, and there is a whole lot of move here. You understand? But 30 minutes is nice. As a day trader, and you are using your robot, you want to instruct your Royal Q robot well. Here is where your money comes into play, where you want to instruct your robot so that it can make a lot of money. And this is the best time that you cannot. We all know that there is a news, right? There is I saw someone put something in the group that their life in the White House for the crypto summit. So we know that okay, there's a whole lot of volatility in the market, and you want to go for the assets that are trading, that are currently trending, and you want to be able to have the ability to do technical analysis, not just only, you can combine both, right? A good trader will know how to use news and technical analysis because as a technical analyst, everything that has to do with news and all everything, you can read them from your chart if you really know how this business work. So you can read, you can see everything from your chart if you know. So now this is this was the example for double bottom and double top. So now if this market now we have seen it do double bottom here, one touch around here. So you would agree with me now, okay? This from the example we see from our presentation, this is one touch here, this is one bottom, and this is the other one. And the one we should be expecting now is here. All we should be expecting is around here. So now, if you should catch this move to this upside here, let me tell you how many percentage you'll be getting. It's up to like probably 30%, if not more. If you catch this move, that's around 2.33%. And that's a whole lot of money. Imagine you can put nice capital here and you can cover your margin call from your Royal Q bot. You'll be making a whole lot of money. So that's for that. And even though you are not even targeting there, you are just targeting this small move here. You could just decide and say, okay, no, I won't be targeting that much. I just want to target this range here. Uh, and we are just and we are analyzing just using double top and double bottom. Imagine there are other patterns as well. And today we are talking about chart patterns. So now you say, okay, I want to just target this range here. I don't want to go that far. I want to just target this range. There's another, you see, there's a double top around here. So now you could expect this market now to come here. Once it gets here to this range here, and here you sell to this range, and you buy from here again, upward, all here. This is a this is the job of a good analyst. He knows, okay, when to enter, when to exit, and we are trading spot. You don't lose your money. Like you buy the asset highest that you can do. If the market doesn't go the way you predicted it, you experience waiting time, which is the floating loss that we all know about. So this is the example for double top and double bottom. If anybody has example before we move forward, you can write in the chat box or you just mute and then you ask so I can explain. So if there is, in absence of no question, I'll just move on to the next topic. If there is a question, I will always attend to it and then make the class really interactive so that we can gain the whole knowledge that is here to gain. So this is double bottom. So this was the example of double top, right? And I've made the example. I made both examples in our chart. So double top now will be when prices are resisting the top line, and this is a typical example of it. You see price hitting this resistance level, and traders are they are the price is resisting this place because traders are actually they are selling, the sellers they are selling. So the price tend to then drop back to this zone here. Anytime it comes here, it push back. Anytime it comes here, it push back down. So that's it. So here we have ascending triangle. So ascending triangle, when it comes to ascending triangle, what you see mostly is the market resisting at the top and creating a form of a triangle, right, in our chart. So the example here is, you will see if you draw this trend line that is drawn here right now, the price is resisting over here, right? Anytime the price reaches here, it resists at the resistance level, and the support is like is always supporting, but then it's creating like a triangle, right? So the price also is supporting the price over here, but then at a point it breaks out in a very like the sellers and the buyers in the market, they are very aggressive. Anytime the price gets up here, the sellers they sell it downward. And anytime it gets here, the buyers also they are very aggressive. They sell to the upside. So at a point, uh, they will get to a point in which the buyers either one of them will get exhausted, and then the price tend to like skyrocket from this place. That's when you see massive pump in the market. So one of them get exhausted, either the buyers or the sellers. So you are as a intelligent trader, you want to wait for the confirmation. You want to wait so that this market either breaks around here so that you can pick your trade up around here, or if it drops below here, so you can take. But high probability when it's ascending triangle is bullish. You want to wait so it breaks out here and you take your trade from here, and then you rock it upward. So if you know how to analyze charts, and you know how to set your robot very well to work for you, your Royal Q robot, it's very beneficial because why, you know when to the exact time to take that trade, pick that pair, the right pair, plus using your fundamental analysis, and then you do your analysis here. Then here you do mass. You always have to close your trade in profit because why, you will always be doing nice numbers. So let's go ahead. Okay, okay. I thought there was a question. I'm sorry. Okay, so this is for ascending triangle. So it's high probability is always bullish. Whenever the market breaks above, then you will see market being bullish like this. So we also have this the symmetric triangle. Now, I think I okay. Yeah, we talked about there is always a ascending and descending triangle, but here we have the ascending triangle. And here we have the symmetric triangle. The symmetric triangle difference from so this is just, it's almost the same thing, right? The symmetric triangle, what you will see in the market is that the buyers and the sellers, they are always aggressive as well. But in this case, what you would always see here, I want to give us I want to give us an example, probably on our chart, but then I will then draw. Let me clean this chart up and then show us. I think I have some setup on here, so I'll just have to like pick another pair. Okay, so here, what we would see is this. When it comes to symmetric triangle, trend line. So this would be our price. This would be our price movement. But then in this case, you would see buyers and sellers doing this. The price will be moving in a range, and then it tends to be moving even smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, because why? The more the buyers are pushing it upward, the sellers also are pushing, and the sellers are pushing, and the buyers are pushing. And then at a point, so this drawing is not that perfect, but what I just want us to understand is that the fact that within this range, within this range here, the buyers and the sellers, the buyers will be pushing it upward. It will be hitting a range here. The sellers also will be pushing. It will be hitting another range here. So it's more of an ascending and a descending triangle, which uh, this trend line that we draw here will be more of in a symmetrical order, right? So at a point, the price might break out upward or downward. So we would see this on our chart. We will be able to like identify them on our chart. These things they work because why? Traders in the market they know this. And then there is another concept that I didn't talk to us about, which we can also use in our favor, which is the volume. So the volume, it's good if we can use our volume to identify when there is a lot of liquidity in the market, which is actually making all these patterns work. Because why? When there is a lot of buyers and a lot of sellers in the market, and they are and imagine there is a lot of traders that are using these chart patterns, and you can identify from your using your volume and other tools as well to know that okay, now I know okay they are buying, because from my volume it's identifying for me that there is an inflow of cash which buyers are actually pumping money into it. Imagine what difference would it make if they are putting in $10 million. What difference would it make if they are putting $1 billion? So is the asset going to pump upward, or is it going to pump downward? You actually see it on your chart. So this is a typical example for asymmetric. This also, I would like to just delete this because I have other setup here also. Okay, so that was a typical example of what you would see when it comes to symmetrical triangle. In fact, from here you would see that okay, we have this our trend line that is identifying multiple bottoms here, and we can see this trend line as well, which is supporting the symmetrical triangle from the upside, from the resistance side, and here from the downside, which is also supporting it from which is supporting the price. So at a point, the price will break out. So when it comes to symmetric triangles, if you have any question regarding to it, you're gonna ask. So I think the last one we'll speak about is wedge. So for today, we have our wedges, and then yeah. So we have wedge. It's almost the same thing, right?
Uh,
But
sorry for cutting you short. That semantic term, can you also relate it in a live chat so be we can be getting them?
yeah, of course.
Like any topic, as in on a live chat on the Royal Q chat on the any of the coins, so we can just be getting them.
Okay,
No,
okay.
if we don't relate it, it might be strange to some
Yeah.
of us.
Um, on the Royal Q chart, actually, I don't really trade from unless I want to join from the phone and I can use um the Royal. Let me see. But is it okay if I give us the example from this trading view here, or from the Royal Q app?
Yes, you can also give us just open a live chat. That's what I'm saying. It must not be from Royal Q. Just
Okay,
open a chat.
okay, okay. Can you see my screen here from trading view?
Yes.
Okay, okay, okay. So this is a typical example for symmetric triangle as well, but so we have here, okay, and then we have this here as well. You can see. So if you see now, um, yeah, I don't really have to draw this order line here because this is the price line. Already I have it set up on my chart, which is actually identify where the price is. So I don't need to like draw another line here to identify this our price move, our current market price. So what you want to do is get it here, okay. This trend line, this middle trend line. So you can see it's symmetrical. From here, price is supporting here, but also here, whenever prices get up here, it's supporting as well. So let me kind of, you can see they're having multiple touches, okay? So to expand my chart and make you see it very well. If you see, it's not really that visible, but if we view our chart up, if we zoom it in, you would always see that these prices are actually touching. So you would see them multiple touch. Okay, it's like almost we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then here also he didn't touch, but what you would notice is that the price is actually like it's been symmetrical. It's been you will see a form of like a triangle, and you can see it here. It's vivid, and this is a live chart. And here we are on Cardano, right? On ADA, and the same thing is doing beneath, right? And then also here, it has two touches here beneath. We could call this a a double bottom, and we have like a triple or a quadru like a 4 times touch above, right? By the time what you would now notice, what you would see is that this price will continue to move in this way, right? It will move, come here and touch, come here and touch. At a point, since this market is moving uptrend, you can see from here clearly that this is an uptrend because why? This market, for you to believe, for you to know that okay, this is an uptrend, what will you see? This market has moved from here, got in here, moved back down, moved up to this extent, came back here, created this, moved back here. Now, high probability is going to do this, and then what you will see upward, upward move, and it will come to break this top here. The next target will be here. It will be targeting to break this high. So now, what do you want to do as an intelligent trader? You want to place your trade. If you want to trade this using symmetrical triangle now, what you want to do is you want to wait for confirmation around here. You want to wait for a confirmation around here. You allow it to break out here already, then it will create a new support now from here. Create a new support. Once it breaks out of here, and you see that it has broken out, you want to wait that the market does this, and then you take your trade from here. And then probably you look for risk to reward of a three risk to reward ratio. So 1:3 more of to see. So you can even look for more than that, but those are trading terminologies that you have to know. So when we talk about risk to reward, you say, okay, you are risking one, so you can get 3 times what you are risking. But in our own case, trading the spot market, we are risking nothing. The only thing you would experience is floating loss. So this is a typical example of symmetric triangle. So if you have any question regarding this, you can ask. If there's any question before I move to the next topic, because I believe the last topic now will be about wedge.
So I have a question. So anytime we see this symmetric triangle, then we must know that the coin is going to pump, right?
Yeah, symmetric triangle, you want to wait for confirmation also. You would see it, you will be able to identify it on your chart. Once you are able to like identify that, okay, this is a symmetric triangle, the price would likely break either upward or downward, because why? This is a combination of ascending and a descending triangle. So ascending triangle, it's always resisting at the top, right? The inverse is the case. Descending triangle now will be resisting from the, like, you will see a lot of support. So now, when it comes to symmetric triangle now, the price will be above of it, it will be resisting. Below it is going to be then supporting. So now at a point when either of buyers or sellers get exhausted in the market, it either breaks up here or it breaks down here. So now what you just want to wait for is a confirmation to get in. So you want to wait so that it breaks out around here, or it breaks out around below here. Then you take your trade. So which means if before you set your robot now to trade for you, see the setup very well. Once it breaks out, okay, now you know that, okay, now massively they will pump. I don't know if I was able to answer your question, Leader George.
Yes, you can go ahead.
Okay, so that's for wedge. It's almost the same thing, but what you would always see is always that is almost identical to symmetric and almost ascending triangle. All these patterns are similar to each other, just little bits of difference, right? What you will see is that when prices get up here, they will be wedging. The sellers, they will be pushing the market downward. When it gets to a particular level here beneath it, they will also be wedging. It will be resisting. They will be supporting the price, right? And then they will be pushing backward. At a point, it gets here and then it skyrockets, right? It's almost the same thing across financial assets, be it crypto, forex, stocks, and all of it is the same thing. And most of the things that will make these things be pushing, be pumping, are fundamentals around it. Also, sentimental analysis as well, the way traders feel in the market. And for you as a good trader, as a good technical analyst, you will always see all these move using what we'll be talking about in our next class will be more of our indicators and all of it, right? Most of the indicators, or even we can even see one here, right here. This is an SMA here, right? But we'll be talking about the ones that I believe that are relevant to us, that we can use, that work really well with all this topic that we talked about, which is our patterns here as well. So for wedge, this is how this is the example of wedge. I don't know if I can see a good example on the chart for wedge, but it's really very simple. It's very identical to a symmetric triangle. So it's just basically when the market is wedging from the top, you just see that the sellers, they are selling. They are not allowing that asset to like move away from that particular price point. And then when they push it back down, the buyers also, they are pushing it. So at times, depending on what asset it is, it can be institution, body, governments, right? They're actually like trying to keep price in that area. So mostly on currencies, you will see these cases. So yeah, another example of wedge is this as well. You see that the market will continue to wedge. Here we have our trend line up that will draw in our resistance level here, and the market is actually wedging beneath it as well. So at a point, it's going to break out, and the confirmation is always a breakout. You want to wait for a breakout, and then you take your trade. So our next topic for the next class will be based on technical indicators, and then yeah, we'll talk about technical indicators that really work where there's a whole lot of them, and then in our next topic, we'll be talking about technical indicators and the ones that I believe we could use and leverage on that can work well also with Royal Q bot, which is similar to almost the strategy we have on Royal Q. So have that in mind as well. So we'll talk about something that can work well with us, which is either the Bollinger Band, something that works really well with DCA, which is the dollar cost averaging. So we'll talk about that. So don't miss that class. So leader OBM, leader George, or anybody who wants to give us their input this before we close the class for this evening. I don't know if we still have leader OBM in the house. If there's any question anybody wants to ask, I don't think leader OBM is here. So yeah, leader George, I think I'm true. If there's any question in the chat box, so I'll just answer. Okay, there's question, I think. Is I want to ask of where actually we can get a theoretical explanation of this trend and range. Thanks. Okay, so it enable one to go through its practical after going through the theory. Uh, Please, I want to ask of where actually we can get a theoretical explanation of this trend and range. Thanks. Where you can get the theoretical aspect, you mean something that you can read, or what do you intend? If Uche Wilson, if you want to unmute and then ask the question, I don't know. Okay. Um, yeah, I would try and drop something in the group if you are on the group, and then I will try and drop a theoretical something in the group. So about so specifically, are you talking about the whole topic we talked about this evening, or which of it are you referring to? So there's a book I think I would drop that covers about technical analysis and then also fundamental analysis. How you can a complete book. Yeah, I would drop it in a group. You just you can just chat in the group or just tag me in the group and then I'll just drop for everybody. Because the chart pattern of H and lower high, also lower low. Thanks. Yeah. I think I understand what you're saying. So yeah, I would drop something that has a complete explanation about all of these things that we talk about. So the trading terminology or how we call it the trading jargons, uh, everything that has to do with trading. This book covers. So yeah, I think it's already 9:30 something. So yeah, it's even almost 9:40. So the class for now, the topic for today, if there is in absence of no other question, I think yeah, I'm through. The judge, sir. Can you hear me, the judge?
I can hear you. Is there no question? If there's no question, you can round up the Zoom now.
Okay.
It's like leader KK is here. You can, if
Oh,
we still have time now, you can let him talk one or two things.
oh. Good evening, sir. Leader KK Sources. Good evening, sir. If you want to give us some talk, sir, I'll just there's someone raising up his hand. Yeah, you can unmute and ask your question. Wolfgang, you can unmute.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I hope I'm loud and clear.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, wonderful. You are wonderful section tonight. I joined late anyway. So
Oh,
busy. So busy these days. I mean, because of Ramadan stuff. So it's been a wonderful session tonight, and I believe we've learned a lot. And we need more of these teachings. We really appreciate your effort and time, knowledge being shared. And I want
yeah.
to believe everybody has learn more today in the manner of how to understand the market and pick signals by ourselves for maximum profits. Very, very essential. This is one of the aspects of our business that everybody should know about. Everybody, even though you might not be a professional like that, but at least you have basic idea, and some that wish to learn more will proceed in adding more. But at least everyone should have basic idea on how trading works and how to pick trades at the best time, maximum profit, which you have done justice to that. So I don't have much to say. Then let's keep more of this coming. Let's keep more of this coming. The more knowledgeable we are, the far we go. And none of us be discouraged with the way market is behaving. It's normal, you know. It's normal. We are used to this. Most of us that we got started in 2021, we are used to it, so it's not new. We always get over it uh, every time. There's no permanent down in market. there will surely be a rise at the end of the day. So, and there's no permanent uptrend in the market as well. So it's a zigzag movement. That's the volatile we are trading. So, but you see, it's people tend to only be happy, make a lot of noise uh, during the moment the market is doing well, and when people are making money. You understand? But the tenacity and capacity is required as well when the market is not doing well for you, and that is the time, that is the moment of sacrifice, paying the price, uh, and endurance, perseverance, and those that are able to pass that test will definitely get rewarded at the end of the day. You understand? So let's stay strong, let's stay focused, committed, and there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. The market will surely rise, and we will surely be more happy. So if we are getting little profit now, it's something. That is the beauty part of real key business. You are not losing any of your capital. We have a better days ahead of us. But those that can be able to endure, persevere, you understand, during this trying time, the market is not doing well. Those that are able to persevere and hold their position, we definitely smile at the end of the day. We know many people who left because of little one or two situations like this in 2021. But I want to tell you for a free that many of them, whatever they went to do, what they do most is Ponzi scheme, looking for shortcuts, quick money. They always resort back to square one in the sense that all those business usually take them backward. And we here that we are patient, we are moving gradually. We are never where we are. You get the point. So every day we are a step ahead, and that is the beauty aspect of real key business compared to any other business. You understand? Because we are not having permanent what is it called, loss here. It's only floating loss. And when market rise back, we have our capital and profits back in our portfolio. You understand? Or somebody that went to do Ponzi scheme, or when the company closed down, all their money is gone forever, and they will go and start again from zero. So we have good business, we have good community and wonderful people around us. So let's keep moving, let's keep learning, and don't forget to share the business to your family and friends. Don't be stingy with Royal Q. Share with your family and friends, and you are getting closer to the main bull run as soon as possible. So thank you for having me. You have a
Thank you very
wonderful
much, sir.
night. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for that amazing contribution to this evening's section. Thanks everybody that came on the live section. Thanks leader Osha. The Ocean is here with all this evening, but I think she couldn't just think she's busy this evening, and yeah.